Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, we'll talk about a pretty big crash that happened with XRP and the rest of crypto for that matter. XRP fell all the way down to 41 cents. We've recovered back up to 48.5 cents. But the bottom line here is, even though we've had a move up since we hit the floor at 41, we're now below the mid-tier handle resistance. And now we're literally one rejection away at around the 50 cent level. And it's not going to signal the drop to 4 cents right away or anything like that. But what's firmly starting to line up here is if we do hit that rejection there, there's no doubt about it. We already filled this technical drop down to 44. We do have underneath now at 39. But if you look at this from a logical standpoint, we do know, or 38.6, that's the all-time formation. So for XRP, that 38 cents now, let me make this to where everybody can see this. This is the all-time pattern. This uptrend has started all the way back in March of 2020, just above 10 cents. We had hits when we hit all-time highs in January of 2018 at 350. It took us 27 months to hit that uptrend at around 10 cents and some change. And that became our uptrend all the way to now, 4 years later. Now, is this uptrend going to hold if we have a further move down? If we get rejected at the 50 cent level, then you certainly would have to start looking at a little bit lower levels to see if XRP continues down. And then it becomes, where's the numbers? Where's the targets? Well, on the breakdown now, we're back testing. 30 cents is very, very, very within the realm of possibility if we can't get above 50 cents. This little rising channel we've been in for we broke a several-year pattern. And you can look at it in many different ways, but this was a several-year channel that we were in. And we made very clear if we break this, the technical target could go down to 30 cents. Now, it's not going to happen in one shot. You'd have to get rejected here and not be able to pass. It's right around 50.8 cents. So if you come back up here in this thinly traded weekend and 50.8 cents does not cease to give way, this very well could be setting up the next drop, as we have not come anywhere near the technical drop zone from losing a rising. This was a rising channel. Some people were putting it in a rising wedge. I kept it in a channel formation to keep it more simplistic, to let everybody see exactly how this was playing out. And I don't know why this keeps moving a little bit, but that's how it was playing out there. Just like that, every time it came over with resistance, it would come back down. So I encapsulated it in that sense. Okay, well, we had a few parts of the formation that kept pushing up. Well, I kept it in that same rising formation all the way going from October of, a little bit sooner, all the way since September of 2022. We broke a multi-year formation here. So this has a technical target down to 30.5 cents. If that happens, I'm going to drop the hammer on XRP. If this back test doesn't go right, I'm going to drop the hammer on XRP. I still own XRP, so that's not the issue. The issue is we're coming into an opportunity here where now it's below 50 cents. And if this does play down below 41, I'm going to be buying every single day until XRP makes its next push out. So pay very close attention to this community, because there is a very strong possibility if XRP gets rejected here at 50 cents, we're going to be right back on here to the buys. I'm going to be right back into the buying all the way down to where it ends up going. We've got other opportunities out there as well. As everybody knows, everything except my XRP was liquidated. A couple days ago, I was very blatant about it. I came on and did a live when my limit orders were hit. And, this was the reason why. Everything had broke to a level to where it was not worth it with how much I was up. But that's not the point here. The point is, with XRP, there's a different strategy because of the part of the cycle it's in. And XRP has not gone up as much as a lot. But right now we are in a very big danger zone. If XRP fails to break back up to this rising channel and it gets rejected, well, the rising channel is telling us we have a technical target of 30.5 cents. If we fail to get back up to the mid-tier handle resistance, which ironically, exact same resistance, right around that 508 mark. 505 on this, but 508's ultimate. This suggests if we lose the handle that we could have a technical low. If you just look at the drop instead of the break up, It's technically around 2.2 cents. I haven't shown 100% on the money in case it goes down, but there is some credibility to that. If we failed to break or failed to hold any of these uptrends from 2017 or 2015 or 2013, if we come all the way down here, this is right around, and this is the reset all the way to the bottom. That's around 1.775 cents. And no one's saying that's going to happen right now. But that's just, look how far this is suggesting a drop if this handle ends up playing bearish instead of bullish. Now you can have fake outs down. That's why that 30-cent level we look at. But if this fails at 50 cents, XRP very well could fall down to that next level, would be around 30 cents. We have a couple supports, like that 38.6 cents is the ultimate support right now, because that's a pattern formation that has not given way for 78 months. If that gives way, it's an issue. It's an issue, because then your next target's around 25 cents, 30 or 28 cents, which makes sense. You've got 30 cents right there, 25 underneath. And then if you break that, it's a big problem. So there's a chance here that if XRP gets rejected, we're going to have a major buying opportunity. Not just opportunity, but an extended period where we'll be able to accumulate out until the end of the year again. So honestly, that's what I prefer. At first, I was just going to hold 10,000 XRP. I had held a little bit more than that, but I sold off the rest of them down to 10,000. We had major rallies, the whole point of buying extra. But now instead of just having 10,000, I'm pretty sure with these drops, especially if we get rejected at 50 cents and we find ourselves under 40, I guarantee you I'm going to be buying this every single day on the air. Or at least the way you see me buy other things when it's time. You're going to see me have a new concerted effort here. And if you're part of XRP, you're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss this, because there's a chance here if we do get rejected, and this is a big if 50.8 cents gets rejected here, we're going to have a major buying opportunity to expand our bags, do whatever you need to do if you wholesaled your bags and you want to buy them back. But there's a major opportunity lining up, not right now to wholesale, but if you did before. There's a major opportunity on a rejection at 50.8. You'll never see somebody root as hard as me for it to get rejected at 50.8 cents right here and come down to that under 40 cents. You'll never see somebody root for it as hard as I will, especially if we get that rejection by 50 cents, because I want to add more than I ever thought possible. And now with the part of the formation we're in, XRP, if it got rejected here at 50 cents, you run the risk here now of becoming severely oversold. And every single part of our pattern was suggesting to us that this pattern was going to break down after it came through, especially that new extension zone. We knew it was a problem. But now we're so close. Do we come back all the way up here? Probably not. We even had the technical drop. Underneath it, we know the first real support now is 38. Ooh, is it up to 39 now? Wow. 39, we'll just say 38.8. 38.8 cents. Is that next major support here? Is the next major support. But that can only happen if we do get rejected by, this is the mid-tier handle resistance again, except this is the low support of the handle now. Mid-tier handle resistance up here, we kept getting rejected. And now we came down below the handle support at 50 cents. This is where it can get very dicey. Because if this pulls down, we've been in a rising formation for some time since 2022. Technically, if you don't break bullish, you break bearish. And if we break bearish, yes, this is the ultimate down to 2.2. But we have more realistic targets in the short term, 30.5 cents, because that's the rising channel support. I mean, the technical target if we break down from this. We also have breaking. That uptrending support has 44, 38. And then underneath that, if you come to the next support, is right around 25.5. So we're in a very dicey spot here. But we do have an opportunity to correct ourselves and pull back up. It's just we've already had a substantial pullback. I mean, a substantial break up after the pullback we had. And what ended up happening is things fell so quick, you started to hit leverage. A lot of liquidations were hit. A lot of people's stop losses that were set on the exchanges long ago. And then a lot of people just panicked. People just absolutely panicked this, which is understandable, especially if you were in some of this for over a year and you had it set up to where, hey, you know what? If it hits certain prices, you take your money and then you buy back in on the big drops. And now it's like a reset has happened. I feel so much better now about crypto, especially if it decided to take one more dive. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can break past 50 cents. We'll see if XRP and the rest of crypto now has had this consolidation and this big flash crash to where now it's ready to serve itself up. Or what I'm seeing here right now, which is not the greatest thing in the world, XRP's coming up to these resistance points, and we've had zero volume. This volume has been so bad that I would not be surprised if this reversed down today and started coming back through. With a push like this, I would be way more comfortable if we came back down and proved that 41, 42 cent area could hold. But at the same time, if we're looking for a bullish proposition here, we need to get past 50.8 cents, and then we can start to push our way up and see if we can eat up all of these losses. I got a couple things I'd like to read this morning, so please make sure that like button if you're watching this update so YouTube recommends this video. It's critical. I was on last night for a live, and I showed the literal drop points. And when I got off, literally 6 minutes after I got off, I talked about Bitcoin at a target down to 63,000 based on the charts. I think it was 63.3. Literally 6 minutes after I logged off, Bitcoin had deep dived, and it was so crazy how it happened. I was live, Bitcoin's up here, and we were talking about the technical move down to 63,300 roughly, 63,400, and Bitcoin during the live literally was up here at 67,000, then 66,600, then down, and we came back up. Where was it at during the actual live though yesterday? I think it came back up to roughly, yeah, it was somewhere right around here. It was like 66,400 because we just talked about how it went up to 68,000 almost overnight. And then I log off, and 6 minutes later we had a drop of like 4,000 points. And I'm like, holy shit, like literally. And we just talked about it in the live, how Bitcoin, technically with the way the pattern was forming, if we broke that uptrend, which that was our only chance to even hold, and we didn't think that was going to happen. But we had to move down to 63,300, and now it came all the way down to 60,860. We actually had a technical drop point right at that spot. There was a blue line at 60,800 area. Some of you will remember because I had it, that line was set up like this. I know it'll look better like this. You'll recognize it. I had that right there at 60,860 or 60,800. And then we said if that didn't hold, 57,000 at that broadening wedge support would be the next area. So all this did was retested the old drop point back here, and that's how we got this number back here. Plus, that's where the old drop and then the retest back up was. But just pay attention because this ascending, or this formation we broke down out of, had it have stayed true and broke down, which it is not true right now, we came back up into this formation. So that is only a wick right now. And this is the importance of wicks, ladies and gentlemen. As of right now, we had that big drop yesterday. This is just one big wick right now. Now, as of the technical, 63,300 is still playing. That is still playing because it was only a wick down. So we'll see if there's a continuation today. And in fact, we do break down these formations. But that's what's to pay attention to with XRP, Bitcoin. And then I want to read this. So please make sure that like button is so that YouTube recommends this update. If you're looking to trade XRP during these big drops, make sure you download BITUNIX. I've had a max exodus from Uphold because I'm sick of the fees. And I've been trying to show everybody this even prior to these big dumps. Put your stuff on BITUNIX. There's the lowest spot in leverage trading fees in the USA. No VPN required to trade XRP or your favorite cryptos. And you don't even need to do a KYC if you're withdrawing and depositing using other exchanges. So take advantage of that. It's up during the high times of volatility. Not one time did it go down yesterday. Zero. So stop supporting exchanges that are down during the high times of volatility and that are going to rip you off on the buy and sells. I know personally, on the ones that have liquidated out for me, well, that were my limit orders filled a couple days ago. I was very transparent with it before the big drop. The numbers that had liquidated already or that had stopped out. And now I'm just blessed that they did because they dropped down some 30% after that on most of them, almost all of them. But make sure you don't pay places like Uphold an extraordinary arm and a leg just to trade. There's other better options out there now. There's better options out there. BITUNIX is a great example. So, good morning. And like I said, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live. But good morning, 8:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, April 14th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan, and it's a beautiful day out here this morning. It's already 55 degrees. We're looking at 78 degrees here this afternoon in Michigan. I got to get this update out because I'm going to be going to church soon on this fine Sunday morning. Don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Because no matter how far along you are in success or how far beaten down you are in defeat, you always got to give glory and you always got to remember where you came from and keep humble. Whether good or bad or indifferent, we always strive to be better. So Ripple sends 100 million XRP to unknown wallet as XRP price recovers, which I don't know how they can say it recovers. It dropped from 61 cents down to 41, and now it's at 48.5. To say that we recovered, you'd at least have to say we broke back within the 50.8 cent grasp, because that's at the very least. You need to be back above the handle. And right now, as long as we get back above that 50.8 cent or 50 cent area, this would have just been a daily wick down and it would have recovered above. That's why you have to look. The candle bodies tell the story. The wicks cause the liquidation and the fear. So if you want real information, look at the candle body, not the candle wick. In an unexpected move, Ripple, a prominent crypto enterprise, has transferred a staggering 100 million XRP, equivalent to 48.61 million, to an unknown address as per findings by Whale Alert. The transfer, executed just over 3 hours ago, originated from Ripple's address to the mysterious address, the ownership of which remains anonymous. Despite its activation in October 2023, little is known about the entity behind RP4X28, with even the BitHump, however you want to call it, explorer failing to yield substantial information. The implications of this massive transfer are profound, especially considering that the recipient wallet now boasts a balance exceeding 225 million XRP, valued at over 110 million. This substantial accumulation suggests involvement from a significant investor or organization given its connection to Ripple, and the considerable initial transfer of 70 million XRP. So here's the Whale Alert: 100 million XRP, 48.61 million USD transferred from Ripple to unknown wallet. Interestingly, the move occurred against the backdrop of a remarkable recovery in XRP's price. Despite recent geopolitical tensions causing a temporary slump, XRP has bounced back with quotes showing a notable uptick of over 3% since opening the latest daily candle. But right now, everybody, this is just leading to a back test. You got to get past 50.8 cents minimum, to try to invalidate this. 54 is great. 50.4 is great. But we've got to be above 50.8 cents. Nothing's changed yet. This is still very on the bearish side of town unless this pulls up more. Moreover, factoring in yesterday's buyback, XRP has surged a remarkable 17.8% since hitting its lowest point at 41.8 cents, a level unseen in the last 8 months. The timing of Ripple's significant transfer amid this resurgence, as XRP's price raises questions about its potential impact on the cryptocurrency future. With XRP exhibiting such resilience and Ripple making massive transfers, the community is less speculating on the implications of this transfer. Will it help XRP's upward momentum, or could it introduce negative dynamics into the market? Only time will tell how this enigmatic maneuver shapes the future of one of the crypto's world's most popular assets. So there's that. Ripple sends 100 million XRP to unknown wallet. And then we have to talk about this. XRP breaks multi-year consolidation, may drop below 30 cents if this trade plays out well. So ever since the XRP price faced a massive rejection in March 2022, the rally continued heading towards the south, discovering the lows below 30 cents as it triggered a rebound. It maintained a healthy upswing along the trend line that acted as strong support throughout the journey. However, the market dynamics appeared to have changed to a large extent as the traders flipped from being optimistic to pessimistic. The market conditions are always changing, due to which the XRP price has been impacted to a large extent. The chart in the long term displayed a notable dominance of the bulls, but the bears jumped in, which changed the entire scenario. The token has formed constant higher highs and lows for over a year in the long term, but the recent bearish pressure has compelled the price to break down the crucial range. Hence, the XRP price is now expected to reach its lows by plunging over 35% in the coming days. And that's right. We have a beautiful target right down there around 30 cents. 25 to 30 cents is a beautiful area. 30 cents is that first real technical drop zone. As seen in the above chart, the price, XRP, or the XRP price has broken down from the key trend support and has failed to secure levels back within the decisive symmetrical triangle. Besides, the selling volume has piled up to a large extent, due to which the bearish trajectory may prevail for some more time. After breaking down, the token hit the first bearish target at 42 cents, which is part of the continuation and break of support, indicating this isn't the end. The weekly RSI dropped below average levels and appears to be heading towards lower support. Therefore, there are higher possibilities of reaching the next target at 40 cents, which is a very strong trend reversal zone. And I think 38.6 cents, if you're trying to nail it, is the exact level if you're trying to have a bullish reversal after a drop, which means we're still some 10 cents off of that level even. So let's watch this very carefully. Pay attention to that 50.8 cent mark on resistance as we're pushing up here. If that fails, look at these lower levels. So now that the bearish pressure has mounted, the next bearish spell could push the prices below 40 cents. Once this trade is accomplished, bulls may not be able to prevent the selling pressure, which may eventually lead to the levels towards the lower and critical support zones at around 30 cents. That's the technical target out of the symmetrical triangle breakdown, ironically. Or this rising channel as well. Symmetrical triangle is a tiny bit, it's around the same area though. The XRP price continues to remain under bearish pressure, but a rebound and a re-entry within the pattern could invalidate the bearish trajectory. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live. If you know what you're doing with XRP and you have a plan, stick to it. If you were forced out of the market for whatever reason because you're a leverage trader, let this serve as a lesson that whether you're going short or long, they've got eyes on everybody and they use that liquidation to push their narratives. So watch this update, watch it twice if you have to. I'll be back later, but stay on track and keep a positive mindset. Have a blessed day. Hashtag be better, do better in the comments if you stayed till the end.